Hello everybody and welcome to another video, and today we're going to be looking at another band I have not heard of before, and we're looking at a band called Mol, however it's pronounced. Now I tried to do some research on this band but I could find absolutely bugger all. The only website that appeared to have any information was Encyclopedia Metalum, but when I tried to actually click on the link, it said the website was not active. So the only information I have on this band is they are a Danish black gaze band. So they are a mix of post-black metal and shoegaze, and that their name, Mol, transfers to moth. I did find a little quote from the singer of the band, Kim Song, sorry. He says it's playing metal in major, but this isn't some namby-pamby pedalboard bollocks. We are bringing serious bite and venom to the ethereality. What that means, I have no idea. So, honestly, I have no idea what this band is going to sound like. We're going to be looking at a track called Vestige. I do have lyrics here. They are translated, so again, I'm not sure how accurate this translation is going to be, so if there are some mistakes in the translation, I do apologise. But we'll do what we can. So we'll jump into this track and see what we've got. So it's Vestige by Mol. Let's have a look. Well, there we go. Vestige by Merle. That is not what I was expecting at all. And it said post-black metal. Now, I'll be honest, I'm still not 100% clear on exactly what post-black metal is supposed to mean, because I've covered a couple of post-black metal bands and everything has been quite different. The only real sort of thing I can pull out of black metal from that was the vocal style, which was very impressively done. And shoegaze, it turns out that I was completely wrong about what I thought shoegaze was. Now, I always thought shoegaze was that sort of emotive metal, sort of drab goth metal sort of thing where all the people just sort of like dancing with their heads down like that. That's what I thought that was, but apparently it's not. Apparently shoegaze has got more to do with the actual people playing the music always staring down at their guitars or staring down at their feet whilst they faff around with pedal boards. At least that's what I've read. So yeah, and I didn't see much of that in the video either. And I mean, to be honest, you know, there was a lot of things going on with the guitars, you know, lots of tone changes and stuff like that. So, you know, maybe there were probably and very likely pedal boards included. In fact, I doubt there's a metal band around that doesn't have a pedal board with at least 4 or 5 different pedals on. So obviously they're using that, but it didn't seem very shoegazy to me because a lot of the guitarists spent most of the video looking forward. But anyway, that's beside the point. Like I said, it's not what I expected. I mean, when it said, you know, post-black metal, I was expecting something a lot more... I don't want to say heavier, because I mean, that was a pretty heavy track and it sounded great, but I was expecting something a little more brutal, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm getting my point across here. I can't think of the word that I'm looking for. You know, I was expecting a sort of more black metal-esque type of music. But like I said, for the most part, we got black metal vocals, and the music actually kind of reminded me of not early Paradise Lost, but sort of somewhere in between. You know, before, you know, after things like Lost Paradise and Gothic. You know, sort of maybe around, I don't know, maybe sort of Shades of God, sort of leaning into things like Symbol of Life, you know, sort of weird mix between the two. I mean, obviously that's not a direct comparison because obviously both kinds of music sound very different, but it's the sort of vibe I was getting. And maybe because the main riff in there kind of reminded me of No Hope in Sight a little bit. Now, I actually spent a majority of that watching the video because I got distracted, so I didn't actually read the lyrics too much. But with the song being called Vestige, you know, vestige is something that's sort of left over, kind of like a remnant of something. And, well, the lyrics... and like I said, this is a translation from Danish. If it's incorrect, I do apologise. I did my best to try and find them. But, you know, not knowing the translation, there's no way I could tell which one was right. So anyway, it goes, gilded, suffocated, lonely, hidden under splendour, silence, it has the power. The glistening, abandoned, wasted, you notice hollowness under the rhythm. Sincerity... loathed, chained to your treasure, filled with fear but silent. The cry is abandoned, heaviest is my dream. Sun in my blood is slowly dazzling, we disappear again. Rust in my chest, the dream that is suffocated. We are petrified again, running for our lives. Dancing in the flame, we are united again. Frost from your voice, the mountain is overcome, we disappear again. So, I mean, is this Vestige talking about a life that someone once shared together, you know, trying to hold on to the last remnants of a life that they shared together? Because he's like, we will disappear again. The dream is suffocated. We are petrified again, running for our lives, dancing in our flames. We are united again. You know, and, you know, he says we disappear again at the bottom as well. So, it sounds like maybe someone trying to hold on to the last vestige of hope, which is actually the name of the song, Last Vestige of Old Hope, by a band called Nest. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. So is that what this is about? You know, it's the last vestige of a life that he remembers, that he wants to keep hold of. You know, he wants to keep hold of this, possibly. I don't know. Um, so loud, so cold, the shock, while the wound freezes, chilly gold on the dress. So red, seeing black, blinded, bone white in the frost, the cry is abandoned, heaviest in my dream. Sun in my blood is slowly dazzling, we disappear again. Rust in my chest, the dream that is suffocated. We are petrified again, running for our lives, dancing in the flame, we are united again. Frost from your voice, we are united again. Frost from your voice, the mountain is overcome, we disappear again. Heaviest is my dream, heaviest is my dream. We are petrified again, we are petrified again, we are united again. So again, there's that we are united again, like holding on to this thing that he cared so much for, something that he loved so much. You know, is he trying to hold on to the last vestige of it? Maybe. I really don't know. Sun in my blood is slowly dazzling, we disappear again. Rust in my chest, the dream that is suffocated. We are petrified again. We are petrified again. We are united. We are petrified again. We are united again. Again. So there you go. I'm not entirely 100% sure, but like I said, it sounds like holding on to the last small piece of something that he really cares about, you know, whether it's a person or the life that he shared with that person. You know, he's holding on to the very last piece of it by the sounds of things. I'm not entirely sure. And like I said, the translation might not be accurate, so there is always that as well. But I really like this. You know, I wasn't sure what to expect going in. You know, I was expecting something a bit more on the black metal side of things. But this was great. You know, the music was very, very catchy. The actual tune, the track, you know, the whole flow of the song, it was really catchy, and I really, really liked it. There was an unexpected moment of clean vocals quite near the end. You know, there wasn't very much. It was like maybe one or two words, but you know, it was there, and it was very unexpected. And you know, I've said a million times, I like it when bands mix up vocal styles. But yeah, I really liked that. I'm going to have to look more into this band, see if I can actually find some proper information about them, given that, you know, I only know where they're from and what kind of music they play, and that's it. So yeah, very interesting. I liked that. I'm going to have to look at them further. But I don't even really know what else I can say about that, so I'm going to leave that as it is. Thank you all very, very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.